Eldohradoproductions.
Outstanding.
Welcome again to another video. It's your boy Eldohrado. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification button. Now today I'm outside, it's very windy and I'm doing a bunch of videos. As you can see, me in at the same t-shirt, same way. Now for this particular video, I really want to talk about if you do it with plugins or you do it manually. Anyhow, so I'm talking about volume automation and your vocal tracks. Here, I could use it at that, vocal tracks. Alright. Now for me personally, I like to do it manually. Why? There are several things that I do before I actually start using plugins. Now, for S's in particular, you can turn down your S's. S's are just frequency, like bump frequency. So that's why you have really heavy sibilants in songs. But if you do it manually now, like going through the songs after you edit up on everything and doing the automation before you add any EQ or compression and all of these nice little trinkets to your song, I like to go through if the S's are extremely loud and turn them down and having it sounding more natural than using a de-esser at the very beginning of my track. Now, there are times when I'm lazy about it. If it's not extremely loud, I will turn it down. I will just use a de-esser. But if if the S's are extremely loud, I'll use volume automation and get the track sorted out. Now, another thing that I really use volume automation for is getting consistent leveling before applying EQ or compression on a whole. Because as I said in previous videos before, tame the peaks and bring up the lower part. Compression does that. But if it's a case where a lot of peaks in it, the compression go work the compressor go work inconsistent. So having a somewhat of a leveled sound, not taking away the energy or the vibes from the song, having a level sound can make the compressor work more efficiently. Now, in most cases, what I do with doing this before I start mixing is make the chorus a little bit louder than the verse. But in cases where I really like to have them on a certain level, I can use the same compressor on both of them without applying too much changes. You know, sometimes I have songs with a singing chorus and very DJ-like verses. So, you know, different compression might apply to both of them, but it is not a major difference. So if I started to work on the chorus after the whole volume automation thing, I can probably copy the same compressor to the verse and use the same settings. Now, another thing that I use volume automation for are clip gain, somewhat it is volume automation, is to get it in the zone where I have a lot of headroom to mix, because headroom is important to me when I'm mixing. For me, I like to stay in the green zone of the fader. Depends on which DAW you're using. They have different colors. There's a lot of time I get very hot vocals in which they are in the yellow. There are times that they are clipped before entering the DAW. Depends on which audio interface that you're using. Now, for me personally, why I like to keep it in the green zone, it gives me more headroom to really work with, and I can get a very smoother mixing that way. So doing audio volume automation before you apply any plugin, it can help your mix a really far away, and having the sound in the green zone for vocals, to be more specific, in the green zone before mixing, it can really help with how you apply what type of compression you really need. If you need a 76, if you need a 2A, if you need somewhat of a de-stressor type compressor, if you need, you know, a purple audio compressor or so forth like that, just to name a few. If you need a stock compressor also, or something like that, so, or a multi-band compressor, or you want a tape plugin to do tape compression, and you know all this crazy stuff when it come out to compression. But yeah, I like to do my volume automations. You know, it probably takes a little bit more time and so forth like that, but it really do helps out in the end product. Some of y'all might talk about Waves, what is plugin name? Waves Vocal Rider, but it is a great plugin. But I personally like to do it manually. I don't know about you. If you like to use the plugins like Waves or the trim plugin that comes within the DAW and so forth like that, please do let me know what you really think, because sometimes I really use them, sometimes I do it, but you know, for the most part I do it manually. So if I'm too old school, please let me know. Leave some comments below of what you really think. If I missed out anything or any key points you could add, please do comment them in the section below. So without further ado, please do subscribe, hit the bell notification button, select all notifications to join the notification squad. And there's a link to the WhatsApp group in the description below. So until next time, catching another outside video. Peace out.